Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is a good day to hit Mythic rank in this here game of Magic the Gathering Arena. I have a very magicful week coming up this week and next week because, one, I'm about to hit Mythic, so I figured may as well do that. RNA pre-release, the next set of Magic, Ravnica Allegiance, is having a streamer event on Wednesday, so I get access to a God account on Wednesday. And then, all next week, I want to play the new Magic set. So we're going to play the new Magic set. Alright, is that clear? Do we understand? Now, the week after that, then we're going to start doing some non-Magic stuff. But right now, I just have a lot of reasons to play Magic when having a lot of fun playing. And this deck is so satisfying. It is so fun to play. So, before I explain this deck, I need to explain current rank right now. So, we haven't played much draft. We've only done 3 drafts since the system was introduced. But in terms of trying to hit Mythic, it's so good. In terms of trying to hit Mythic, a lot of people on the ladder are just doing white weenie aggro, mono red aggro, Boros aggro, just winning as fast as humanly possible. And this deck, incidentally, works really nicely against that. I played some Magic this weekend and won like 15 games in a row or some just like stupidly strong win streak with this deck. And I mean, to be fair, this was in large part due to the fact that everybody I played against was one of those 3 decks. Like, literally 100% of my games. And then there was, like, maybe one Jeskai control. People are not wanting to play fast games. This is a nice little deck. So if we look at the mana base, 25 lands. Sometimes things get a little bit cramped in there. But we obviously have the shock lands of the Temple Gardens and the Sacred Foundries, the untapped land of the Sunpetal Groves. Not a lot of Clifftop Retreats. 4 Rootbound Crags, and these guys are a little obnoxious due to the fact that I sometimes just cannot quite cast them. Sometimes I just don't quite have enough base land. There is a Timber Gorge here, just to make sure that the mana base is sufficiently consistent. But, oops, I didn't turn on my deck master. Thanks for the reminder, chat. You guys are so nice. So if we actually just take a look at, set as overlay 1, replace, done. If we just take a look at how this puppy plays out, no 1-drops, right? Pretty typical. But in terms of the 2-drops, we have the usual Wildgrowth Walker plus the Branchwalker Explorer, the Jadelight Ranger Explorer. Right? Boom, boom, boom. But on the red front, some interesting choices. Direfleet Daredevil is an amazing anti-aggro tool. You plop this puppy down and it stops tons of aggression against a lot of the red aggressive, and in particular the white aggressive. This is amazing against white aggro. This is also a pretty good stopper against a lot of Golgari, because like Midnight Reaper is a 3-2. The Merfolk Branchwalker is often a 3-2. Jadelight Ranger is sometimes a 3-2 or a 2-1. It's very, very nice. Lava Coils are here to help deal with some of the other sturdier threats that are out there. Venerated Loxodons. There's Drakes in the meta that have 4 toughness. There's Arc-like Phoenixes and some of the... Not Arc-like Phoenixes, Rekindling Phoenixes and some of the red decks. Boom! Blow all this up with the Lava Coil. Now this card, interestingly, is a complete all-star. This has been, like, my favorite card in this entire deck, and it's the one that really stands out. Like, if you just briefly glanced at the deck list, you'd go, oh yeah, we have a lot of the good Naya cards, right? We have Carnage Tyrants, we got some Planeswalker, Militia Bugler. The 2-3 stat line is particularly nice against aggro decks. Vigilance, very nice to be able to swing in and stay defensive. It also helps us find a creature. And a lot of this deck just lets us find the creature that we want in the form of Militia Bugler, the Explorer from these puppies, and obviously Vivien Reid's Uptick lets us search the top 4 cards of our library for a creature. So, Militia Bugler can just often find the Jadelight Ranger that we need for a Wildgrowth Walker, or we maybe have an Explorer creature and we're looking for the Wildgrowth Walker. It's very, very nice. Aurelia also has a very nice synergy with the Militia Bugler, because we can swing with Aurelia, who will have Vigilance, Mentor, and Trample. The Militia Bugler can swing alongside her, becoming a 3/4 with Vigilance. It's very, very nice. And I love Ajani. Look, 3 of these, 2 of these. You can see that we kind of do need to establish some presence in the early game to be able to do stuff. The times I lose, a lot of times, are to weak mulligans. Or to just not quite getting enough momentum up. But what's very nice is that a lot of the cards in this deck are very individually threatening. Like an Aurelia is very scary to deal with straight up. And a Ajani, a Vivien, very scary individually to deal with. So often, you build your board with your small dirtlers. They clear it, you play a threat, they counter or clear it, you play another threat, and the gift just keeps on giving. This is a painfully common opening draw that I've been encountering. It is the... I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this. It is the... We have 2 untap lands. Okay. So we're going to play this one with our green mana source. It's between that or the Rootbound Crag. But the white mana is pretty important for us to be able to do some of our fixing. Now this is painful a little bit because I'd have liked to be able to throw down Lava Coil on this puppy, but that's fine. We'll just... Oops. We want this one down, and we're just going to walk with our branches. What's your Make Yourself Happy deck? It's a Sunbird's Invocation ramp deck. Oh, dude. Sigalia says, hey Dana, have you seen the RNA update video for Magic? It was just put out. Oh, baby, I did. Baby, I did indeed. For any of you who are curious, what the heck are those changes? I think I block here and then Lava Coil this next turn. I think so. Definitely want to trade here. The video is best of 3 in ranked constructed. Mwah! Far and away my most desired change. Adjustments to the economy to avoid duplicates for rares and mythic rares. Extraordinarily nice run out for us peoples. Now, do I want to... I think I still Jadelight Ranger here. That's a very important card to keep, so we're going to go ahead and hold on to that. Let's go ahead and leave that in the library. Now, this stinks a little bit because Kami can now swing unimpeded with this. Okay. Stinks some, but I feel like this is a we must Lava Coil type of situation. I feel as though it is, because if we Lava Coil this, we'll go to 4. It's difficult for our opponent to deal that much damage. It's a pretty clear play. And then we'll just be playing a Tristani afterwards. Oh! Yes, that's the best possible card. This is the best possible card. Alright, I mean, the problem is that we're within range of getting burned out, which we don't like. This is a Forest Plains. This is a Plains. Good. Hope you all can appreciate why this is such a good card. Our opponent could very well kill us, just lightning strike to the face. And if so, you know, it's too bad. Yep, totally no big deal. But the Legion War Boss, the creature has to attack, so we can, like, double block to gain 4 life. It's really nice. And I'll point out that loss is pretty common with... It's pretty common for me to lose due to not having shock lands. The untap lands are really, really painful. This is definitely a mulligan because we cannot cast anything. This is a keep. This is a very nice hand. Very reasonable card. Again, I'm going to play the Wildgrowth Walker. I'm going to use the Bugler to look for a better card. Then Faces, it seems like you are a little intimidated to try to pilot an Azor's Gateway deck when you're exploring Jeskai Control early on. That's a very bold statement that I was intimidated. I was too scared to run it. I actually just don't like Azor's Gateway as a card. And I don't like a lot of the construction of Azor's Gateway. decks because they tend to feel a little bit... Oh, that's a Timber Gorge. Whoopsie-doopsie. Well, that is more or less okay, because we have 2 3-drops. It's more that I just... You know, a lot of those Azor's Gateway decks are a little spiky. They really need the Azor's Gateway to flip so that they can cast the Banefire, and that's the thing that they need to make work. Oh god, this is just so much better than the Merfolk Branchwalker, but the Merfolk Branchwalker does heal. I think I'm going to get the Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice, because if we don't get the land drop we need to cast Aurelia, we Timber Gorge and a Militia... We Timber Gorge and Militia Bugler anyways. Oh, it didn't occur to me that our opponent could block like that. That was a misplay on our part. Barkandra says, why the Direfleet Daredevil over the Sunhome Stalwart? Is the conditional graveyard spellsteal better than the 2 toughness and mentor? Well, Sunhome Stalwart, the mentor, is irrelevant. Has absolutely no impact on the game in the slightest. It will be able to mentor precisely Tristani Discordant and no other creatures. Brilliant. We're still going to Bugler. Jadelight Ranger is a good pickup. Vinface says, you seem to recall you saying you weren't comfortable using the card. Oh yeah, I do remember that when I was first starting out with Jeskai Control, Azor's Gateway just feels like a weird card, and I didn't quite get how Jeskai Control worked in general, so I want to do a more basic Jeskai deck. You know, something like Search for Azcanta. It's just like a super straightforward deck. What is this? I think what we do is we do this to hunt for the land. I don't think there's any 1 mana stop a creature kind of thing. Okay, so that goes to the graveyard. We try to get a land out of this. Alright, stays in the library. Great, healing up. Great way to deal with these decks. And this is... yes, great. This is a great way to deal with all aggro decks, is just to out-heal it. And look at these excellent little buglers. I love my little buglers. I actually don't mind that very much at all. The reason being, yes, our opponent gets to draw 3 cards in a turn. But we have a pretty good pile of creatures here. Well, that is a bit of a pain. Now, I still feel like the best decision is to Jadelight and Merfolk Branchwalk, because there's only 1 mana available. Obviously, we can Aurelia. Won't stop the Tempest Djinn. We'll be able to hold off this puppy. Fairly threatening board right now anyways. I think that I just go for the Healy Dealies because there's only 1 blue mana available. I'm still hunting for a land. So that's going to go to the graveyard. To maybe get a land. Yuck. I suppose that does stay. Healing up again for like a billion is really good. So now we have to swing with the big boys. I think we swing with both of these. 1 can get eaten for sure. But we need to begin punching in for damage. So we're just a giant thick boy ramp anymore. I use my ramp deck to get to Diamond 3, Diamond 2, and I've just been enjoying this deck quite a bit. Yeah, we lose a creature. Totally fine. Trying to punch in for damage. So we will want to Lava Coil this because the Siren Storm Tamer is drawing a lot of cards, but it's big damage is the #1 thing I'm concerned about. 4, 4, 3. There's also a nice side effect, which is that okay. That is very bad. I haven't seen this card run against me very much. So I think we're going to have to try to blow up a Flying Boy. Because if we don't, we die, right? I think this is the best line. There's a slight bit of an awkward opening. This doesn't necessarily mean that there is a counterspell, but I would more than likely expect there to be a counterspell in here. There can pretty much only be Storm Tamer. I mean, I'm going to have to do this, which taps us out. And then I fully expect Wizard's Retort. No big deal. Hurts a little bit, but I mean, still relatively close game. Ain't no thing. Undeterred Bird says, I just added Surge Mare to my mono, or to my blue tempo. It's pretty good. Can you talk to me a little bit about, like, what some of the benefits of it are? I mean, the fact that it's 5 toughness is actually really nice, because it gets around Lava Coil. Alright, this works. Shameless Down 9 says, do you have any advice for not getting tilted when playing games? I'm pretty untiltable, man. I don't know, even when other people are beating me in games, I find what they're doing to be pretty interesting. C'est parfait. It's looking like we're shocking in the Temple Garden. Solo Mountain generally implies mono red aggro. Or Boros. I feel quite comfortable against these decks. Sunpetal Grove. I keep checking this obsessively nowadays. Like, super duper crazy obsessively. I just unbelievably do not want... Because I actually lost 2 games on my climb up. Ooh, that's going to stay here. Let's put this in the library. I think I'm going to hit it with the good old no attacks. Histoire du Banal. Ajani seems pretty nice here. More so than Aurelia, I believe. I think so. I think. Aurelia is really freaking good, though. I think it's got to be Aurelia. The nice thing about Aurelia in this matchup... Well, this matchup's, like, very hard to lose, like, no matter what. But the nice thing about Aurelia in this matchup... I think I can swing with this. The nice thing about Aurelia in this matchup is that she has Vigilance, so she can swing. Sure. She can swing with Vigilance and stay back defensively as a 2/5. 5 toughness is... 5 toughness. I cannot believe how good this card is, man. This card is insane. Our opponent appears to be in a difficult position. See, this is so great. See, Aurelia has Vigilance. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and Ajani here. And I think I want to buff Aurelia and the Merfolk Branchwalker. She's going to buff herself. And do I want to swing with anyone else? I don't think so. I think I just do this. Rekindling Phoenix totally can block. Totally, totally. But 2 damage rolls in from the trample. Now, because Aurelia is a 3/6, can easily trade in with one of these knights. Gosh. Everyone says, would it be safe to say Aurelia is like top 10 of the set? I feel like she's just so much value. She really does seem like ridiculously good. Hey, Varkantor says, just started playing MTG after watching your content on YouTube. And just linked my account with Prime to give you the sub. Thanks for all the positivity you bring. Dude, thank you. Ah! Ah! Orders are flipping! Barkinator says something nice, and I'm just like, ah! I just begin to go slowly insane. Ah! Shoot her! Sucks a little bit, but not the most. Yeah. Welcome back. Ain't that just a kick in the nuts? I'm gonna go ahead and buff Aurelia instead of playing out a baby creature. Because the -2 is super relevant. Converted mana cost 2 or less. That would be our Wildgrowth Walkers, Direfleet Daredevils, and Merfolk Branchwalkers. Well, what do you know? Gains trample if it's red. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to say goodbye to our good friend. I think we hit it with a no blocks. So I'm gonna use the Militia Bugler to get nothing but Militia Buglers, eh? Perfect. I had a moment there where I was like, hit the right button. This is where I love the Aurelia Bugler combo. Like this game, I think we're actually going to get to see the Aurelia Bugler. Sounds like a shitty band name. We're Aurelia Bugler? We're a Cockney rock band? Yeah. Oh, balls. Alright, Boros Angels. Dish, dish. Vivien Reid.
How this thing goes is that can't help you now.
Alright, so, I mean, we don't really have that many plays that we can do. We can swing, and then the double block here would be painful. Oof, this is a rough one. Because 2 angels are going to get spawned, right? Swing and the double block is an issue, but I think it's still better to swing out. I mean, this is about as good of a position as we can hope for. Double blocks from the Resplendent Angels, probably. It's pretty obvious what we're doing. We're hitting the Resplendent Angel first. Still punching in for a reasonable amount of damage. It's the infinitely spawning angels that is going to be a pain for us. Interestingly, our deck tends to be pretty damn good against a lot of the meta stuff, like the Boros, White Weenies, Mono Red Aggro. Even against Jeskai Control, we often just beat them down before they can do much, because we have pretty sturdy creatures in the deck. But, like, some of the Tier 2 off-meta a little bit stuff.
Now we're getting started.
has been cooking me. Things like this little deck here. Oops, this is the one I'm trying to drag. What's in here, huh? I'm gonna take the Dire Fleet Daredevil. I guess the Wildgrowth Walker. We're more than likely dead. More than likely. It's good to start off the day with a few losses, right? Go down so that we can climb all the ways back up. Don't do it. So this is tricky. I'm hoping any mana gets spent. I mean, that does suck, but I need a way to stop losing to infinite angels. So I'll go ahead and do this. Get the Lava Coil to then shoot this. 5, 10, 15. Damn. Damn. Oh no. Our bars. Our bars. We lost the bars. It needs to be a more dramatic thing. Like, there needs to be a shield that, like, cracks and breaks in half. This is not a great hand. It's okay. A Dire Fleet Daredevil can do a lot of work, but I'm basically treating this as like a 5-card hand with multiple Ajanis. I think we chuck it. I don't know. I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm still trying to work on how to mulligan with this deck. I tend to have some like really swingy outcomes with this deck where like I'll just completely crush and then be like, I'm not sure about this mulligan, and then get like absolutely destroyed. Because I think that this is something that I think is true broadly for me, which is that I tend to be better at mulligan plans with aggro and control decks because it's much clearer to me what the pieces in the deck are doing. Scoot on over here. You know, for instance, if I am a control deck, I have some finishers and some sweepers and some card draw. I'll generally want some of my cheap removal stuff, of which there's only some in the deck. But, you know, and from an aggro, I really want some good turn 1 and turn 2 plays. But with these mid-range decks, you know, I can get away with a little bit of, you know, taking a little bit of time here and there. And I don't know whether to get really excited when I see my big boys. Alright. That could mean that our opponent has like a find or something and is going to try to get value, or it could mean that our opponent did not understand how this card works. Yeah. Notebook says, Dire Fleet Daredevil seems tough to play in the early game. The lost value is a bit sad. I actually feel super content with the lost value. I mean, it's not, you're not really losing that much value. It's more like an excellent card to play on turn 2 that is also insane later in the game. So we're gonna play this Temple Garden. No attacks. This is where I'm sad. It's at a time like this. I mean, if this gets Plaguecraft, then I'm literally going to Ajani to -2 to bring it back. Yo Larson says, hey, did you get the chance to take a few notes from my article series? Also, are you doing the early access Stream of Ravnica at Legion stuff? The answer is yes. I did get the chance to look at your articles, albeit briefly. I think, frankly, I would need some time to digest. I don't want to do this. Clifftop Retreat. And to answer your other question, yes! I'm going to be doing the shit out of the streamer event, man. I'm back. Arr. I'm telling you, this Dire Fleet Daredevil is so nice. Crowl Harpooner, what is this doing here? surprises me quite a bit. We're very lucky if our opponent has no way to bust through and take out Ajani. I am a very lucky boy. Okay, so we do this first to see what kind of land we get before we make the decision to hurl out the Clifftop Retreat. Because, for instance, if we got like a shock land, we might want to plop that down instead. Alright, now I have a thick and robust first striker. No attacks. And then we'll play our sweet buddy, Carney friend. And this matchup, getting Ajani's -7 out is so glorious. No big deal. Alright, so I'm going to do this. And we are 1000% going to play our Carney buddy. Now, I'm going to do something that might look a little counterintuitive. I'm going to put it on this, and even though this is the first striker, I'm going to put it on the Merfolk Branchwalker. The reason being, we know there's a cast down in hand. So if we just put all our eggs on our first striker basket, it's a very easy cast down target. Whereas if we distribute it among these two puppies, helps a bit. Yeah, yo, Larson, you get the VIP. It provides you absolutely no benefit in this channel, but it does mean you stand out a little bit. Ooh! X the Radio Star. Long time no see. Oh my god, what a pleasure to see you. Notebook says, anyhow, I never played a lot of Magic. Only started hard a while ago in combination with MTGA becoming widely available. I'm going to try to go to a sealed tournament at my local game place next weekend. Have any advice or things that are important to bear in mind? First of all, I would say, do whatever the fuck you want, man. Please remember that Magic is a game meant to be played for fun. So if you want to, like, run some land destruction in your sealed deck, you're going to gotta do that. It's going to be funny. So that's our first bit, right? That's our first bit. Bye, everybody. Perfect! A thing of absolute beauty. Look at this. We get to keep Ajani. Our opponent cleared the board for us. We don't have to do anything. Alright, so I'm absolutely going to -2 to get this Branchwalker back. Let's explore, get some lands out of the way. Perfect. We have a tap land. We're going to enter that. We have a Ajani Adversary of Tyrants. We're going to go ahead and use this to buff our Branchwalker. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is... Yes, this is correct. I want to do this. In a moment, we are going to be using our Direfleet Daredevil to access that find. For some reason, I didn't see that play this turn because I'm dirtle-tastic. That's fine. We always get there eventually. So, yes, that's the first thing. Second thing, if you're actually, like, sincerely wanting to really make sure you build a reasonable sealed deck, never overlook the importance of having something to do on turn 2. You know what's just crazy easy to do? Is that a Carney boy? Yeah. It's crazy, crazy easy. Oh, this stinks a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's easy to get all excited by these more expensive cards that do cool things. Find. And to think to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm gonna... I thought I had a second friend in there. Yeah, just to get overly excited about all the interesting possibilities that you canst do. And to completely overlook the fact that you'll just die if you don't get some dudes out early. Look. It's our Carney boy. Alright, well. Just going to keep back defensively because we have a better long-term plan. Timber Gorge, welcome. Actually, it would have been much more intelligent to play the Arch of Orazca, wouldn't it? Trying to think too fast. Yeah, like, a lot of times I go to sealeds, or I should say the first few times I ever went to a sealed, I was just like, oh my god, I could have double blocked, man. What am I doing? Your pal Sean is just not thinking clearly today. Ooh. Ooh. What else do we got here? Okay. Okay. Alright. Here's what we're doing. We're doing this. We're doing this. Playing this little buddy out. Now we're going to remember that we have the ability to double block. Yeah, I can't do anything right now. No, I don't know why. I should have clicked on this one. I'm like not taking the like 1 extra second to make these decisions that would like really freaking help. Whatever. But yeah, I remember the early times I would go to pre-releases. It's like my curve would start at 3. Because frankly, 1 and 2 mana cards, they just can't do that much. They're just not going to be interesting. So your brain's just going to be like, oh, this 4 mana guy can do 3 things and has a new keyword on it. Oh! I just get real excited, real excited. And frankly, I've had so much more success being like, here's the 6 cool cards I'm going to have in my deck. And there's a bunch of 2-drops. Boom. Very well. Welcome. Welcome.
You can't. The wild wasn't meant to be contained.
Alright, let's see if our opponent sees the nut play. Alright. Yep, weren't expecting that one, were ya? Oh, perfect. Alright. Do I have enough mana to do all this? Again. Wasn't there a final? Oh, I thought there was a finality in there. I thought there was a finality in there. I'm like really embarrassed. Wow, what do you know? He like didn't see that play. I thought that it would still be able to get targeted. You removed it with your other pirate. Well, I thought that exile target card, you may cast it. I thought it went back into their graveyard at the end of the turn if I didn't use it. My misunderstanding. I see where my misunderstanding came from.
Would you like balance? Comes.
I see. Because I thought it gets exiled, and then if you cast it, it goes into exile. And if it gets exiled, I can cast it, but if I don't, it stays in the graveyard. I didn't realize that... let's go ahead and put that into the graveyard. Let's go ahead and put that into the graveyard. I want some of my big boys. So if I attack, he'll block the 4. Our opponent will go down. And then if our opponent plays 1 creature, we can Lava Coil it. I think this is the right thing to do, yeah. Alright, so this card's actually more interesting than I thought. Because, like, if I want to exile a Chemister's Insight, then great. I do it. Oh, man. We may have maked quite a mistakey. Aish. Oof. Oof. 2 for 1, not so fun. Oh, excellent. Alright, so we don't have anything to destroy, so we're going to do this first. Just gonna see.
Are my shield.
Bugler. Absolute nuts. I think I've missed a couple Arch of Orazca triggers. Okay, we're just peeking. Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting a little wide. We're just gonna kill right now. Don't even care.
You are capable of more than you assume.
Alright. Oh god! How do I keep missing these obvious things? I make this 6 and I attack. Come on, Sean. Oh, man. Okay, I think I got so far ahead in this game, my brain was like, power down. I mean, that's... Woo! Woofsy doofsies. Yep, overgrown tomb. You got it, friend. Alright, let's maybe try this again. We find another Aurelia, huh?
Things that would break someone like you.
Do I have a Wildgrowth Walker? Okay. Let's do this one. Before we do any buffing here, let's see this. Do-whoop. Alright, now in here, is there anything juicy I can bring back from the dead? Not really. I mean, we're going to have Indestructible next turn, so it's pretty good. So may as well just try to do this. Woo-whoop. Tristani's a very good card. Not going to be what we do this turn, though. Bing bong.
Is born of struggle.
I think we wait for Indestructible +2/+2 and Vigilance, huh? Anyone says, have you tried wireless headphones instead of wired for the stream? Can I just say, I really don't like wired or wireless anything. I really don't like wireless stuff. Because they all need batteries, man. Alright, thank God. Oh, the clumsiest game ever, man. That should be like one of the, you know, archetypical story types that they talk about. You know, it's like the man whose life is fine and then just keeps making it worse and worse for himself until eventually he digs his way out of the problem he created all on his own. Ah, those are Korean dramas, aren't they? Those are Korean dramas, huh? Not an amazing hand, but I do have a Branchwalker. Is this a shit keep? We're researching. Xenon Blue says, I remember my friends talking about this wireless mouse that charged through the mouse pad. Now, I do take strong issue with anything that is... wireless when response time is important. I want wired everything for response times, man. Nice play. Wildgrowth Walker. Well, shit. Alright, maybe we messed up. Alright. You know, I think I deserve this one. I think the reason this was a terrible two-land keep... See, by the way, I have not played enough with the Branchwalkers, with the Explore things, to get a sense of how consistently they can wind up peeling land. I mean, there's a difference between being able to compute it and know it versus just like, the hell is that number? Alright. I am extremely thirsty, and I only just discovered this, so I'm just gonna get some water and just get out of this weak, bad game. have returned. Let me tell you, I hate when there's ever any lag at all. We did it. We found the hand. Whew. This is a better starting hand. I'm gonna pay 2 life to blow something up. Now, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do about this thing. I think I just Lava Coil that. Pay 2 life. I don't want to be up against some 5-mana nonsense next turn. What is Naya with Lana, or excuse me, Selesnya with those elves? What even is? Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna save this Lava Coil for something truly... Oh yeah, library. Oh yeah, library. Ooh, yeah, ooh, oh. Probably gonna shock this, so that way I can play the Wildgrowth and the Lava Coil next turn, following it up with like a Jadelight. Elf Ball. I don't really know why an Elvish Rejuvenator would be in an Elf Ball, but I mean, it's plausible. Great. Alright, just blow this guy up. Seems good. Bring it on, Kiki. Yeah. Clearing the board. Woo! Pay 2 life. Your Naya ramp deck run those? No, not at all. Not one bit. So, I mean, I'm a confused man. We play this first because it gives us 2 opportunities to hunt down lands. Let's go ahead and keep that one in the library. Bing bong. Time to walk some branches. I'm just going to swing you with the team, right? Could it possibly be? Let's go ahead and keep that in the library. Could possibly be a Settle the Wreckage. It's kind of weird. Wouldn't mind 2 land at all. We have Vivien Reid and Ajani, so... Yep, Seal Away's totally fine. We have Vivien Reid and Ajani. God, I love that sound effect. I'm almost happy our opponent had it, purely for the sake of the audio. Things are looking pretty bad in Kiki Town. Well, hi. How is everything okay? Status report from the cat seems to be that everything's fine. We killed someone. Hey! Meow! Oh my god, you guys, you dudes. Sunday, I got a massage. And let me tell you, she found, like, I had no idea how all knotted up my back is. I had no idea. You know, like, I don't get massages crazy frequently, but I do talk about them to gross excess. I love talking about massages, love getting massages, one of my favorite things. Probably Wildgrowth. Plausibly, probably. Uh-oh, we lose. This is why I love the Bugler, man. We can just find the Branchwalker that we need. But, like, sometimes you'll get a massage, and the massage will be fine, right? It'll be good, you know, and they'll just generally rub in the area, but occasionally you'll get a massage where, like, it feels like they perfectly found the knot, like, exactly. And, like, that's what she would just, like, feel around and then be in an area and she'd, like, get a little elbow in there and then she'd just, like, target the thing. You're ruining my focus. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you appreciate that, Despy? She's humorless, let me tell you. String and nothing else. These guys are a pain in the ass. If I can just peel a Lava Coil again. Alright, it's bugling time. I actually do want this next turn. So my technique against Ajani's Pridemate is by and large going to be to place chumpers in front. I just don't really have a way to deal with the Ajani's Pridemate other than just to hope and pray. I mean, we're pretty much fine against everything else, right? Easily block this. This bird's gonna get in here. This is just a problem. This is just a problem. No blocks. We can just chump this for a long time if we can start getting forced. You're late. So we must do this first to try to get the land that we demand. Okay, so my back is still just like, oh, and like sort of that quivery wiggly mode. Ah, thing of beauty. So we're just going to keep taking a lot of damage from this Ajani's Pridemate. Tristani Discordant helps a good bit. Baffling End, eh? Okay. This is painful because the Adonto Vanguard can swing. Do I wish to chomp? I actually think I do. This build is so cool. Alright, so we do this first to increase the probability of us being able to get a second land, permitting us to Lava Coil. Probably plan on chumping this into the Ajani's. A lot of time buying. It's possible that we can still win, though. So it has to go into the graveyard. Has to go into the graveyard, and we didn't actually get there, which stinks. Whoosh, whoosh. No attacks. Oh yeah, I should have jumped this last turn. That is a good point, neutral particle. I think I can't actually beat this. I think this is going to be a little bit one of a tough pickle. You get blocked, clearly. You get chumped, absolutely. Whoa, whoa! Alright, see, we're doing 4 at a time. Bish, 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 bish. It's growing enormous. I think I have literally 0 ways to deal with that. Alright. It is a good day to get a land. Get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and just concede. Ajani's Pridemate's a good card. See, if it were not for that Ajani's Pridemate, we actually kind of would have been fine. But I will note, I think I talked about this before we started playing. You'll note that this deck really does kind of need to get going, or it can't do that much against some threats. Like, we don't have a Conclave Tribunal. You know, something like that. Traffic Command says, thankfully now that AGDQ is over, I can finally get my full attention back to Sean. Oh, now this is an awkward-ass hand, isn't it? Oh, is it not? Alright. Play the Rootbound Crag first, and then we evaluate. See will we ever fit into this deck best of 1? Nah. I think not. Since that's not a very scary card, I'm just gonna play for the Jadelight Ranger. Hopefully this is a Golgari deck, because I feel pretty comfortable against Golgari. This deck is pretty good if the board stalls. It's pretty good if you can get some momentum early as well. Nice. I will opt to take a little damage to try to hunt for some better lands. May as well keep that there. Do more land hunting. We'll just accept 3 damage should it happen. I can't wait for best of 3. Oh, I can't wait for best of 3. I can't wait for best of 3. Eldest will blur. Oh, we did it. I'd ideally like to do some combination of Lava Coiling. Don't have the mana to cast Ajani. Best 3 ranked is going to be so good. So we just absolutely embrace this damage. Eldest Reborn has me a little bit concerned. I really wish I could attack that Eldest Reborn. I think this is the most effective play I can do right now anyways. Which one do I wish to discard? Probably just the Direfleet Daredevil. Yuck. We are probably dead. Boy, we are just not getting there. I'm just going to concede because Aurelia coming back. I don't really have an answer to Aurelia. Man, we're just getting, like, pretty mediocre results. Boo. Like, actually, so I just took this mana base as is. Let's see what I actually think about this mana base. So these Rootbound Crags that I actually just don't like that much. Such as the Timber Gorge as well. I rarely actually feel like I'm hunting for the Timber Gorge. I just want one more untapped land. Let me give this a shot. Could be that we need to have another mountain in there, but... Oh my god, look at this. We put it in. And thus we will be receiving it. Alright. Oh my god, we have an opening. We have an opening. Alright, hopefully we're up against just a good old-fashioned Boros aggro deck. I've done very little theory crafting with the upcoming release of RNA. Fuck. Very little theory crafting about it. Hey! That's how it's supposed to work. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm simply going to Lava Coil and Foundry. You can also Jadelight Ranger, but... No. I think I want to save the Lava Coil for a Flying Scary Man. This is a good one to keep. We're going to library it. Do this. Sputter says, why this instead of the Homebrew? It seems as though losing a lot of the control options. Cleansing over Settle is what's hurting the most. I think that evaluation isn't... It's sort of like an orthogonal evaluation. It's not that this deck is missing the Cleansing Nova or the Settle the Wreckage, and therefore that's hurting. I think it's that a combination of our mulliganing decisions and some just good old-fashioned we didn't get there. I think those are causing some harm to us. So we can Ajani to get Wildgrowth Branchwalker back, but I think it's probably better to just do this. And the very simple reason as to why this deck, instead of any other decks, just, I want to do this. I like this deck, it's fun. Ooh, that's going to stay in the library. I'm just going to blow this guy up. Ba-boom. The fact that our opponent has a Lava Coil in the graveyard is going to be extremely helpful for us when invariably a Rekindling Phoenix comes down. No blocks. Sarkhan Fireblood.
I fight with a I know what I'm doing.
Huh. Okay, so I'm going to do this and just kill this guy immediately.
I understand you're in need of support.
And if for some reason, like a lightning bolt comes down and kills this, this will still live at 2, so I can Tristanian buff both of them. So. I am a very lucky boy. Alright, so I think I'm just going to blow this up, buff this, and chill.
Let's see if you're worthy.
Yeah.
Sometimes restoration means retribution.
What do we have in here? Just the wild growth guy?
See in yourself what I see in you.
If it dies, no problem. No problem, in the slightest. Burn damage on the Branchwalker. Ow, all my Planeswalkers hurt so bad. Ah! Alright, foist things foist. We hit the Plus-Aroni.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
This? This? Hello.
Heal.
And if we can get land. It's so satisfying. Oh my god, you guys. Dude, oh my gosh. I've been like doing calorie tracking in this MyFitnessPal app, which first of all, during the week, I eat healthy, okay? I make some toast, flip my eggs. I can cast most of this, not the Lava Coil, I'm keeping it. Right, I can do the eggs with the toast, the chicken with the spinach, and some brown rice. It's no problem. I eat it, I track it, and the fitness app is green. It's like, you have eaten less than the amount of cholesterol you're supposed to eat today. Good job. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm just not a really big cholesterol eater anyways, so yeah, it's kind of like a talent of mine. Feel good, feel a little arrogant with myself, you know. Oh, that's going to go ahead and go to the library. Eat dinner. Finish the day. Good job! You had less than the number of grams of fat you're trying not to exceed. That's right, I'm day 9. I'm perfectly capable of not eating fat. Pay that life. And then Saturday happened, okay? Now I have these just divine, darling, excellent 10 out of 10 trainers, known as Heroes of Fitness, right? And they gave a little suggestion, right? So if you are going out, you're going to have a night on the town, and you know you might have some food that's a little unhealthy, might have a drink that's a little unhealthy. If you're gonna do that, here's what you do, Sean. For your lunch, just don't have that brown rice. Just cut that out. It's a good, nice, useful rule of thumb. And I'm like, ah, it's so great. Because I love rules of thumb. I'm a big fan of it. I also love receiving damage from shock. It's my favorite thing. Yeah, like, I love these rules. It's so great. But I'm still going to track everything that I eat that day. I'm still going to track it all. And so, after a night of what we'll describe as decision-making, after a night of decision-making, I get home, start tracking those calories. And, you know, I like to think that if it's like, here's your 2,000 calorie diet, if I did a bad, maybe I have 2,500 calories. It was like 4,000 calories, man. I was just like, I thought I was Michael Phelps all of a sudden. Like, there were so many calories that got counted that night. I was, oh.
Meet my newest friend.
Jadelight Ranger, get in this. 4,000 calories. Because you know what? I got butter chicken. Did I get naan? Or did I get garlic naan? You bet your butt I got garlic naan. My friend was like, I'm going to get a beer. And I said, I'm not going to get a beer for dinner. I don't do beer. Friend ordered a 22-ounce bottle. Yeah, I'll take a glass. I'll take a glass. I'll take a glass. I'm not a monster. Alright. I'll have a glass. Alright, so, you know, maybe not ideal, but so far it's the I'm happy to have made these decisions. These are the decisions I've made. Yeah, it's fine, player guy. It's another Vraska's Contempt. Go out, I have a Negroni. Then I have a Negroni. Then I have a bourbon. And then I have a bourbon. So what? Just for mana efficiency's sake, I'm gonna just bing bong out these cards. So at this point, I'm like, alright, maybe I've been a little bit of a naughty boy. You know, maybe I've been a little bit of a naughty boy, but that's okay. I had it's one unhealthy meal. Well, it's one. It's the one unhealthy meal. What's the big deal about the unhealthy meal? I ask you. What's the big deal? The big deal is that I said, alright, I gotta go home, because I'm tired. I'm tired. And I step out, look down at my phone, start opening up the app for Lyft. It's taking a moment. It's taking a moment. So while it's loading, I look to the right, pizza by the slice. Hey, we're getting pizza, I find myself saying. And I just march right over there and get a huge slice of just delicious, thick, like, oh, it's one of that, like, New York pizza slices. It's so good. And I eat a slice. And then after that, I eat a slice. And then there's, like, there's a difference between, like, I'm full and then the feeling of fullness. Like, I was fullness. Like, I was just like, you know, it's sort of like if I were a weird xenomorph alien. Like, this is the part where I would just go back and hibernate for 50 years on a dead planet because I've experienced fullness, right? I don't need any more Guys, we lost. Alright, we're just gonna... They got us. It's Tocatli Honor Guard. We're not doing it. So, man, like, I like, went home. I just, like... I was moving almost as though I was on a Segway. I was just, like, leaning and just progressing towards my apartment. And just entering. The cats, of course, are like, Father, meow, 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 meow. Father, 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 meow, 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 meow. They're rubbing against me and they're being cute. I love my cats, don't get me wrong. But, ooh, I was full, so I just was like, oh my god, I just gave them their food, I scritched them. And then I just did one of those things where I like lied down like this, and then I like opened my eyes and it was Sunday. And I was just like, oh! Well, these sure aren't going to do that much against Dimir. Yeah, I may as well play this, because I need to have some presence. Let me get out of here. Wait, what? What the fuck? Is this bug? What? Wait, whoa, I got completely confused. The regular interface was totally gone. Oh my gosh, I got so disoriented I paid 2 life to let this thing in.
I will defend my side.
Oh, that's a terrible decision on our opponent's part. That's great. Hello. This player should absolutely be plussing hard here. Probably Vraskis.
Evil cannot withstand a righteous arm.
This is great. I mean, I have cards for this. Shit happens. Ugh! Click on the damn thing, damn it. Whew! That was a tricky picky. This is annoying. I feel like I'm gonna get my Aurelia dispersed. I think Constructs is not as good as drawing, but you know, whatever. You know, whatever. You got me. Bing bong. Oh god, felt so good. Felt so good to have that night. Felt so good to have that night where I'm just eating as much as I can. And then, like, the next day, when I'm, like, trying to enter that stuff in the app, and I'm looking up, like, you know, it's one of those things where you're, like, P, I, and then it's just, like, a whole bunch of really healthy stuff, where it's just, like, pickled cabbage, you know? Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get debugled. Yeah. I do not think our opponent is doing good. And then I have to hit the pizza and type it in, and it's like pizza just like has calories, man. There are just some calories in pizza. And one of these slices was just like... I mean, one of these slices was like frickin' 350 calories, man. God. Hey, Nido Nerd. Do I Dire Fleet Daredevil? So I think I'm just gonna beat for a sec. See if I can actually use the Dire Fleet to get that Chemister's Insight. I think I actually just need a Thought Erasure right now. Because I played my planes. I can also Discovery Dispersal, which is maybe better. But I like the idea of getting a card out. So we're already playing around the Ritual of Soot. Let's just get Karn out of there. Playing around with the Aurelia, that is. I think it's alright. So, you know, maybe... Actually, maybe we should have waited. Well, in retrospect, I'm just... This is the kind of position I want to be in, right? Just gonna go ahead and play this. Yes, there's a Ritual of Soot, but it'll start getting mentored. Go Aurelia. The ideal thing is a Planeswalker. I think that if I'm eating healthy like 6 days a week, and then like Saturday night is bad boy time. Yeah, see, this is how we want a 1-for-1 on Ritual of Soot. It's just, it feels right. Hello. Counter this. This is where I think our opponent panic draws with Chemister's Insight. You can do better. This is of no consequence. In what way better? Should it be a naughty weekend? Alright. Get it, Aurelia. I mean, like, dude, let me tell you. Going to a wedding next weekend? Alright, you'll be missed. Here comes the second Eldest Reborn. Nice. Hello. I'm back. If this resolves, it's gonna be so funny. Time to do this to hit this. This is a detection tower there, right? Cool. Dong. Oh yeah, Search for Escant is probably not going to be good enough for Slathium. Alright, so far so good. Slathium is diggity diggin'. Alright, I have to discard a card. So it needs to be on this turn. Oh! We dead. Cast down. Shut down. It's probably death for us, huh? It's pretty sad. A little bit of desperation, he's... Which, you know, we don't blame Slathium. Slathium's in a really rough spot. Oh! If that's a counter spell. Cast down works on hexproof. This detection tower, you can pay 1 to give something that is hexproof, unhexproof.
I've lost so much already. No one
Woo!
said restoration
All right.
was painless.
Nice tech on his part. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the way that there's like these tech lands that do interesting and useful things. Orazca, Arch of Orazca, I think is so cool. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Jadelight Ranger, because it can individually produce the most damage on the board. I'm not really looking to heal up over the long term. I'm really looking to begin to grind through counter spells. Great. It's perfect. We generally want to have our hand empty at this point, because this is a Dimir deck. So our opponent is drawing 1 a turn, and currently we're drawing 2 a turn. So we're pretty pleased with ourselves. Not gonna play Ajani quite yet.
You can't stop nature.
I think Carnage Tyrant is gonna be a good choice here. Rawr! You took no risks on the Syncopate? Yeah, you're telling me, man. Syncopate for 50! Alright, did I do it? I need to plus this first. Detection Tower. Vraska's Contempt. Ooh. Am I sick or what? We have not yet used this lady. So we get to destroy the Dream Eater. So I think that the option that Slathium may choose is one in which Vivien Reid is what is returned to hand, as opposed to our Carny Boy.
Draw and fire.
Now, we are going to -2 right now to get up a Merfolk Branchwalker, because we want to make sure that if an Eldest Reborn is played, we can sack the Merfolk Branchwalker instead of the Carnage Tyrant. Oh! He's just become too powerful. Alright, let's see here. Any of these puppies I can cast? Yes, right? So let's do this first. Let's get a Dire Fleet friend.
An option. There's more work to do.
Why not sacrifice the Ajani there and swing with lethal? Because well, because I mean he just would have blocked the dude. Wait, you had the lethal? Oh! Oh my god, that's right. You can kill a Planeswalker. Yeah, I just didn't see it, that's all. That's the reasoning. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the different turn. See, this is why our opponent is not giving up, man. That's why you never give up if your opponent. Because people like me will make little mistakeys. Little tiny mistakeys.
Balance comes.
Alright, let's just get a Branchwalker, buddy. And I think I actually want another Dire Fleet Daredevil. His graveyard's really good. Alright, we did it. Victory. Alright. By the way, with the new changes, if you already own copies of it, it just gets turned into gems. Or I guess you should say, if you already own the card, then you guaranteed get a reroll for a card you don't own. Let's see here. This is an okay starting hand. This is okay because we have ways to get land, ways to get creatures. I'd ideally like to be up against a slightly more aggressive deck, but seems fine. They're fixing the vault. Yeah, the way it's going to work is that if you cannot get duplicate rares or mythics. You cannot get duplicate rares or mythics, period. Sacred, I'll answer your question in a second. So you can't get duplicates. if you already own all rares and all mythics in a set, when you open a duplicate, at that point, it just automatically turns into gems. So I want to Militia Bugler first, because if I can get a Wildgrowth Walker, we have mana for this. If I can get my Wildgrowth Walker, that will help guarantee that my Jadelight Ranger can heal a bunch. So Buglering first is the correct thing. If you get duplicate uncommons and commons, it fills your vault progress, which they say for now is not going to change. For now. Alright, I think it's very clearly better to double Branchwalker here, but we're going to see what we get. I'd ideally like to be able to cast Tristani Discordant. Ooh. Are the main drop rates lower? Nope, nothing else is changing. Drop rates are still going to be the same. So Sacred is asking for the data-driven Unity demo. Yes, that is called... just look up Unity Mega City demo. We are just going to trade Aroni and the Pepperoni here. 2 Lightning Strikes down is good, and the fact that these are fairly passive turns would indicate to us that a Chain Whirler, is lurking in the shadows. We can Lava Coil this, but I think we're pretty much fine. If it attacks, we're just not going to worry. Is there a way to actually check vault progress? I don't know. I don't think so right now. I'm also going to quickly use the restroom after this game, where we've kind of dithered, not really gone anywhere. If we draw a land here, that is the absolute nuts. If we draw a land here, I actually anticipate our opponent will just straight concede. Truly Neutral Particles is mine popped today, but I had no idea I was anywhere close. This is an amazing card to have in this matchup, because you can often get the 2 for 1. We're going to run the Jadelight Ranger first to try to get another land. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Bing Bong. Yes. Bing Bong. Yes. So now we just have, like, infinitely good plays. We can Dire Fleet Daredevil into Lightning Strike if there's a threat on the board. We can just slam our Carny Boy. We can Tristani Discordant if we're feeling concerned, scared at all. Boom, bang, the flickety flickety flang. Guys, we beat a mono red deck that got stuck on 2 mountains. Ah, skill. Alright. I'm gonna just use restroom real fast. Just stay here. Let's go ahead and pop the deck up on the screen. Stay there. Hey, I'm back. Hey, okay, random question. Can anyone explain to me what the burst compiler is? The burst compiler. Hey, thanks, Lionheart. I know you love this sick chair stream. God, this chair, the reason I pay so much money for it is that it can entertain a few thousand people all by itself. Is this hand good? Is this hand bad? We always keep. At least when I'm learning, I always err on the side of keep. Always, always, always. I want to keep and get punished, so that way I can develop a really clear understanding, and then I'll go through a period where if I'm ever in doubt, I always mulligan. Always mulligan. My name is always mulligan. Okay, since we see white mana, we're going to be popping down the Direfleet Daredevil first. White is particularly weak to this Direfleet Daredevil. Alright, this is a pretty beautiful run out for us. We're not going to attack. It would be block, sack 4 health. And that's bad. Does anyone know what the burst compiler is? See, look, this little guy is just going to shut down so much aggression. Do I want to attack with either of these? You know, I'm going to do like this. And I'm going to swing. Our opponent can double block and pay 4 life, which is a more than comfortable exchange for us. Dean TV says, isn't it just a Unity compiler that has optimization tuned up to 11? This is more or less my understanding as well. But I feel like that's perhaps a little bit too blunt of an understanding, that, like, perhaps I'm missing something. Do I want to Lava Coil again? No, I'm just going to go to combat. Do this. Definitely swing with this. Do I want to swing with this? Yeah, I think so. We just don't have a lot of damage coming in next turn. This is just not really a big threat. We're going to see how our opponent blocks. Yep, double blocking with the Knights is A-okay. Ooh! Yeah, let's go ahead and hang on to that. I just don't understand what makes the burst compiler a burst compiler compared to another compiler. Is it just the ability for it to do jobs in bursts because you understand how you're batching them together? Like, I don't fucking know. Do I look like a fucking know? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Graveyard. Library is fine. I think... buff this. If someone's got Adanto Vanguards out and they're not swinging in, I'm gonna feel great. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, if you want to pay that life, it's fine by me. Look at this Merfolk Branchwalker getting the damage in. Hanging on to that Lava Coil. Hanging on to it. We saw a Phoenix here. Not here. We saw an Rekindling Phoenix here. Thunder Seed says burst is just the name of the compiler. Oh! It looks to be a compiler specialized to do math quickly and also does auto-parallelization stuff. Yes! Okay, that makes a ton of sense in that because the Unity's new job system helps handle auto-parallelization on its own. I mean, I feel like this is a strong hand. We have 3 plays that we can make of 5 cards, and we draw 1 land to be able to play most of it. How are the games today, says Kronos? This is where we started, and we're kind of and we're now going kind of pulling back down to earth. So, given that it's typically white weenie is pretty pretty removal light until they get to a Conclave Tribunal. I'm going to wish to play our Wildgrowth Walker right now for the Jadelight Ranger on the following turn. Corn says, I should really finish my 30-day Unity project. I do like Unity. It's not the burst compiler, it's the burst TM compiler TMs, says Traffic Man. Yeah, I had a friend explain to me how help walk me through some examples of how to use the data-driven design stuff. It's really great. Super sick. Alright, Sanso is in the think tank. What now? Venerated Shnazadon. Alright, so that's our Lava Coil target, which is nice, but I think that it's still going to be dramatically better to Merfolk Branchwalker. What?! I get the names. Flipsy Flopsy. That fucking completely screws us. I knew what I wanted to do. Ah, whatever. Look. So it looks like we're going to be taking 8. Because, I mean, if I had Jadelight Ranger, our opponent can't swing. Poop. Poop dicks. I almost hope that we don't draw something good. So that way I can just Jadelight and help justify my sadness. God, that sucks so much. Yeah, something this is correct. Yuck, yuck, yuck. God, wouldn't that have been sick? Let's keep that in the library. Library. Because we would have had this big enough to block all incoming damage, and then this turn we would have Lava Coiled this and played this other Branchwalker. Ooh! Well, I guess we're happy that we didn't chuck that Lava Coil out. Well, that's the wrong one, my friend. So we're going to take 5 damage from this. So we can, if we double block this, it dies. So what if we do like this and like this? This is protecting that one. Take 9 damage. Get a first striker out. Seems good. Okay. Boy, this... And then we just wait. Just wait. We just wait. We're now going to play the Rootbound Crag. I'm going to shoot this Banalish Marshal. That's how we're going to do it. I did what I wanted to do! Whew! Alright, so this is making that other thing indestructible. Great. Okay. We wish not to. Probably going to Trostani Discordant next turn. Oh. Well, Villain says, have you ever undertaken projects in a discipline that you're completely new to? Past 5 years, I've been solely focusing on my career/skills as a software developer and have been missing writing. Been thinking about getting back into it, but my sentences are questionable, let alone an entire plot. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, my last year has been devoted to machine learning. Building neural networks and training them. I have no idea how any of that shit worked till last year. And I would describe it as like 8 months of just raw suffering. I suffer very well. I'm a pretty remarkable sufferer. Maybe we Aurelia. Or Trostani. Definitely gonna block this one. Deal 4. Alright, we definitely do this, huh? If we draw land, I'll do both of these, certainly. Bing bong. I think I do swing with this. Because if I swing with this, only a double block with one of the knights in particular will be good, or a trade with the Venerated Loxodon is fine. History of Benalia is not popping, so it's more than likely just 6 damage. That's the kind of swing that older, or I should say, Sean from many months back would not do. Okay, so we have the Venerated Loxopal is an obvious one to block. If I block like this, block like this, that's a really good one, huh? Because our opponent can pay the life and then immediately lose the game, which is fine by me. Right? Yeah, it was about 8 months of suffering with machine learning, just like watching videos, following along with tutorials, rereading papers. Sure. Nice. I did it. Pride of the Conquerors. Remember this card? Oh, yeah. So this is pretty tough to lose, right? We did good blocks for Pride of the Conquerors. I mean, it would have to be double Pride of the Conquerors, I suppose. I'm in the mood to chump. You in the mood to chump? I'm in the mood to chump. Okay. So this we want to maybe just eat entirely. It's totally fine. We're at 4 health, so this gains some life back. So let's... Where do we block to maximize damage? Probably... Is there a 1-mana spell that could become big? I don't think so, so I think this is fine. I want this to live, so I'm going to have to block like that. And then I'm going to have to block a bunch of things that deal 5 damage, but they pretty much all deal 5 damage, so... Trading... Dying... Alright, right, so we did it. It's pretty good, right? Perhaps our opponent didn't realize there was lifesteal. Lifelink. Boom. Yep.
Beasts are much more reliable. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
You know what? I'm not afraid. 2-1 first strikers. So good for us. Part of the Conquerors. It's perfect. Perfect. I actually think there's no card that our opponent can have. Oh, a Conclave Tribunal does kill us. That is true. But we're too powerful. Does Tristani interacting with Eldest Reborn just put it into your graveyard? No, it literally slides back to your side of the board. It's great. It's really, really great. I love when my opponent, like, Eldest Reborns, and then I play the Tristani, and then, like, the turn passes. I've had this happen so many times. The turn passes, and it just slides back. Because this is one of the funniest things about Magic the Gathering Digital versus Magic the Gathering Paper. In Paper, you'll be like, alright, are you done with your turn? Yeah, I'm done. Okay, at the end of your turn, due to Tristani's last trigger, I take control of all creatures I own. So, since you own my Palaka Worm, I'm going to take control of it now. And then your opponent does that, like, lean forward thing. We definitely play this first, because then we can Bugler to find an activator for the Wildgrowth Walker. But anyways. Perfect. It's bugling time. Aurelia is really good, though. I think Wildgrowth Walkers are just too important to me as a person. God, I swear I love this seltzer water. It's so crazy how much I love this seltzer water. Get to Lava Runner! No. Ooh. I think this is extremely important to do right now. I just want to reduce incoming damage. I probably would have had to take a pile of additional damage otherwise. Now we'll likely heal for 3 by virtue of them lightning bolting us. I was talking about something I don't even remember, man. I don't even remember in the slightest. Oh yeah, I was talking about, like, in real life Magic, you always explain to someone what's happening as you take something, and they go, oh, I totally realized. But in digital, tons of the effects just happen for you. So I've had this happen 3 or 4 times where I'm playing, my opponent has taken control of my creature by maybe Eldest Reborn and resurrecting it on their side, or maybe just literally casting a mind control spell. So I play Tristani. What happens? It just slides over to my side at the end of the turn. And then I see my opponent just start hovering over all these cards and hovering over my shit. And you just see this, like, what? And you just, like, see the panic begin. No locks. Yep, lightning strike this, so we get an additional 3. Grand. Boom. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hello! Hello! Oh my god, we got a little subtrain going on here with Ghost Dog. 576 Sinister Touches. Ooh, that does suck a whole lot of... Test and TV. Library. Test and TV. Oh, yes. I just realized I opened myself up for a trade. Whoopsie doopsie. Well, at least we can trade here. Then it'll be bugle in time. Ah, cat hair! Ah! I think I actually misplayed and lost. Think so? Think. Do I think. I think I just need the power lady, man. Drawing one at a time's pretty weak. We're gonna go to 5 here. We're gonna go to less than 5 here. 3 is a rough amount of health to be at. I'll say. It's not a good amount of health to be at. I mean, we have a few turns. I bet you it goes mountain. This feels like a mountain turn. It's consistent with my understanding of the world as well. Alright, now this turn, what I'm expecting is a Goblin Chain Whirler. Ugh. Should have seen that one. That actually adds a turn. Here comes a Chain Whirler. Alright, even better. There's an argument to be made that I should have shocked this. Lets me win in 2 turns. Is there any way I can heal out of this one? Okay.
No friend of mine. Fight again.
All right. All right. Ugh. Okay, we figured it out. Jesus. I was trying to the Julia Roberts equations GIF image. All right. I love that little Dire Fleet Daredevil, man. He just steals little wins out of nowhere. So, there was actually no argument to be made that we should have shocked it in. This is a bad hand, is it not? Feels bad, looks bad. I think it is bad. Fuck. I'm hanging on. No thanks. Alright, Flood Magic, mulligan. Alright, this is gonna be a pickle for sure. It's gonna be a little bit of a pickle. Alright, Memorial to Folly. I mean, we're getting pretty astounding draws. Because, I mean, if we just stabilize on a Walker, a Ranger, and a Ajani. Motherfucking shits. I want to win. Sacrifice me. Maybe Aurelia, maybe? I don't know. Cool. Tight. Nice. Do I want the Carny Boy? I don't think I want the Carny Boy, man. Plague Quafta. No blocks. None at all. Find, huh? Alright, so the logic is that we are going to trade with something, and we're probably going to make a Ajani heal. Alright, he found his one card. He just really wants to branch walk it. Schwamp. Yep, swinging with both. Block right here. Bang, boom, blow. Ow, ow.
Back down.
Sure wish I had that Carney boy about now. Alright, hang in there, Ajani. You're my win condition, baby. Hang in there, Ajani! Ow. Perfect! Alright, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. And we're gonna be playing tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. Doing a good old 1 to 7 from heaven. This is a deck of your design. This one isn't. The other Naya one is. Oh, baby. Ooh, what a hand. Oh, I accidentally hit a button for cheering, and it goes, "You cannot cheer in your own channel." I wonder why not. I would cheer in my channel all the time, and just keep giving Twitch that minute cut. Alright, so let's see what Iron Staff does, huh? What does Iron Staff wish to do? Because it could be like Forest, and then Big Scary Fatty. Okay, now this is Selesnya, like... Oh! Nice. Plains. Alright, I will bet $99 that a History of Benalia is coming up. We're just gonna fully plan upon doing the double wild growth. Wow. No? No? Tranquil Expanse enters the battlefield tapped. Whoa. Whoa, Aroni. In the Pepamoli. No blocks. Let's see. Depends on what we draw here, but I think that we go Clifftop Retreat. We play our Dire Fleet friendo. We just Adventurous Impulse, and now we have a nice blocker. I think I'd rather have the Branchwalkers, because I'm going to have double wild growths. Right? I'm not attacking. Think I'm going to attack? Think I'm crazy? So this appears to be a green-white Angels kind of list going on here. Let's hope our opponent doesn't understand the way that Dire Fleet Daredevil works. It's like really excellent. Oh, Jadelight's okay. Pay 2 life. Play this one. Play this one. If I swing with both, I think I just don't swing this turn. Double blocks are painful. No, I regret myself. I regret myself. Before I forget myself. Lyra Dawnbringer. Probably the argument to be made as to why I should swing there. So we do no attacks this time, but then next turn we got to do the big... I think maybe the only way we win is if we draw a Jadelight Runner off the top. Swing with the Daredevil would have been fine. Still gets double blocked.
Balance comes.
Still gets double blocked. What in your deck answers Lyra? Vivien Reid. That's it. Oh my god, crap. That's great. You didn't play Shalai. Oh my god, Shalai gets buffed from the other angel lady. Don't do it. And it's tapped. That's nice. Oh, big piles of no. Nothing in there that's good for us. Nothing at all. I think I just concede. Kind of helps a little teensy tiny bit. Believe it or not, we have the city's blessing here. Isn't that tight? I mean, we have a lot of bad blocks to be up against. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Nothing good can happen. Whew. Dude, I'm telling you, like, our deck tends to be okay against a lot of the tier 1 aggro decks. And some of the tier 1, like, Golgarian control decks feels really good. But it's like decks like that, like the Boros Angels or this Selesnya Angels, like, really, I struggle so much against. Because a lot of those are mid-range, and I think... I don't know, man. It seems tough. Ah, that's a nice one. That's a nice hand! Quick Tekken plummet. Quick Tekken constructed ranked best of 3. Yeah, the new card changes that Wizards are introducing. Well, first of all, there's going to be constructed ranked best of 3. Second, they're making it so that you cannot get duplicate rares and mythics. In the spot where you would get a duplicate, it just re-rolls. Is this the same person? Fuck. Fuck. I don't really care that much. I think it's better to get pressure out. Duplicate meaning more than 4, correct. Can't get duplicates, just rerolls to get something. So you can never get more than 4 of a rare or mythic. They're not changing any of the starting properties. Second thing. Nope. They're making it so that if you own all the rares and all the mythics in a set of Magic, and you open up a rare or mythic, you just get gems. If you get more than 4 as a result of a draft, it also, too, gets turned into gems. Pretty slick, huh? Is this literally Selesnya Angels again? When changes take place? No, Google it. I do not. Oh my glord! Alright, well, we are 1 Vivien away from being in great shape. I think I do need a Lava Coil this to maintain pressure. pretty good plays coming up, so. Bang. Oh, it's going live at January 17th, 8 a.m. Pacific. Jadelight Ranger, wah! Oh my god, scare monster. This is the same person, man. Never hit go after you lose a game. I'll go against the same persnickety dude. Who are these jerks running off meta mid-range decks, man? I mean, come on! Oh god, Shalai's gonna be able to buff stuff. Ugh. That's fine, we don't even care about that one. Alright, let's just get Vivien. Let's just blow up Shalai right out of the sky. Perfect, right? It's good to know I have my technique sorted out, you know?
Wild animals I like.
And it's much better than destroying the Ixalan's body. Do you see how I'm like, I don't even react to myself anymore. Like, I'm so desensitized to making that happen consistently. God. It is good. Always had it. Depending upon what our opponent has, we're in grand old shape. Not a lot the scare monster can do other than play a huge scary. Ah! Ah! Oh, God. Ah! Well, let's just play a gigantic raging dinosaur. It's like, Vivien Reid is a powerful planeswalker that can search for allies to come to her side or shoot flying creatures from the skies. And I'm like, alright, dinosaur. Huge dinosaur. That's my play. Ready, set, huge dinosaur. We're getting to the point where we can also alpha strike. Bang. Hang on to the Sacred Foundry. I don't want him knowing. Alright. Double fist pump! Yeah! Alright. I'm gonna also, additionally, I will be getting one of those seltzer water drinks, man. It's so good. Fizzy water drink. Oh, those huge dinosaurs, man. Di Blanco. I can work with this. This is hinged upon this Merfolk Branchwalker. Being able to walk well. It's all on you, Merfolk Branch. Keep that one in the library. Brands your seltzer water? Oh, it's Trader Joe's. It's fine. It's like totally fine. Yes, Trader Joe's seltzer with splash is what it's called. It's great. And I love it. Love it. What it makes me feel, it makes me feel like I'm eating or drinking something with calories even though it has no calories. Does that fizzly, bizzily, wubbly, bubbly sensation all up in me feel so good? God, I love tricking my body. Love tricking my body. Fooling it. Morniel says, do you know about SodaStream? I have one, it's great. I own one. A friend purchased it for me. It's in the box, hasn't been taken out. I have to order CO2. I should do that. I'm gonna set an alarm right here. Slide up. Fight with fire? What kind of... What a nutcase. Alright. Blow on my shoulders. Well, this is bad. Set alarm. Let's do it for 8:45 p.m. Alarm name. CO2. Perfect. That's so perfect for me. Tristani's coming down. More than once. There needs to be a card game with real-time mechanics. I would love... I want a turn-based game with real-time mechanics. That's really what I want, man. Because I love just flicking stuff out quickly there. That's actually why I've been loving playing Timbersaw in Dota. Timbersaw in Dota, man. Low cooldown abilities. So good. Oh, do they... Okay, someone help me out here. Dota mods. Is it possible... Help me out here. Is it possible to create... What the fuck, man? Is it possible to make it so that, like, I can re-record all the audio in Dota, but my voice instead? Now, if I play this, we'll get bopped down low enough. I think I'm just going to play Tristani Discordant again. Is it possible? I just want all the sound effects. Not announcer pack, the sound effects. So not voice packs, not like monster kill. Like, not that boring, bland, uninteresting, uninspiring crap. Like, that's what I'm wondering. Is because if I can, like, redo the sound effects. I mean, think of how amazing that would be. Just me going like... Like that. Oh! Do I want to swing with this now? Yep. Not you! There needs to be a game where, like, the fact that I do that shit is somehow advantageous. I need this game to exist. Please! Fuck! There needs to be a game where the fact that I do that somehow helps me. This is where I lose, isn't it? This is where it happens, right here. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, Johnny! Get out there with your snarly face! Yeah! Oh!
Together, we are unstoppable. I will lend you my strength.
I will lend you my car for the weekend. You block with everything, DeBlanco. Block with everything. bonked in the face. Take that, DeBlanco. Like I give a damn. What, did I give all that extra HP, huh? C'est fantastique.
You can't stop nature.
Okay, this is... Alright. Okay, so I can play them... yeah, this is just strictly better. Well, no, this is better. You fuck all your shit, dude. Bing, bang, 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 bang. I don't know why I got so into that game. Damping Sphere. Jeebus is a card game where your mana ticks down over time, and when it's out, your turn is done. That would be interesting. Gosh, there are nothing but Sunpetal Groves here. I swear, the bubbly, seltzery fizziness of the water... so good. Love it. I love it. Hey, Morniel, if you're still here, those soda streams... is it the case that, like... Wait, so, like, wait, hold on, let's back up. Like, these soda streams, how easy are they? And by easy, I'm talking about time. Like, if I was like, guys, we'll be back, give me 3 minutes, I'm gonna get some fizzy water.
It's me, is there not? And I proper want some fizzy water. Hello?
Yes, me lord. Okay. 20 seconds, but boom. 20 seconds for what quantity, huh? For what quantity? A liter. Oh my god, what's that in pounds? Oh yeah. Bing bing. It was like a proper liter. It's water and it's a bottle. Ooh. What is this deck? Are you me?
It is good to see you, my friend.
It is good to see you, my friend.
See it
Rawr.
what I've seen in you.
No, not doing it. Okay, so if I play this, then I have a big dude and a big dude. Yeah, I like this quite a bit.
Our kinship ensures our victory. Strength is born of struggle.
I just gotta get in there ASAP. That's fine. That is super duper fine.
You have not killed me yet.
Now, he can whip right back around. Kill my Ajani, but I think I'm okay with that. Oh, I'm like double pen twiddling today. Put these pens away, man. Missed and missed. Bring it on. Destroy Ajani. I think I have better cards. I think I do. Okay, this is a problem. This is just a problem. It's a problem. And when it's a problem, it's a problem. Alright. Can Day 9 get a red land? Of course. You think I am? There's a Lava Coil in there. That's pretty good. Probably Dire Fleet and Lava Coil. Yeah. Just everybody dies. Why not? Yes. You and you and you and you. All of you die. VT Catguard says, even though it's not time for another DK30, I made a small project for myself to finish by the end of the month, and it's really helping me stay motivated. Dude, that is such great news. Block. Card. It's like literally pure 2-for-1 value. Such a high frequency at the time. Whew! When this deck comes together, it feels amazing. I've actually recently just become like absolutely uncontrollably pen flippy. Like when I watch TV, I have to have a pen. Just to do this. And like honestly, a lot of times I do it with my left hand where I just flip it around and then around the thumb. And I just do this endlessly on a loop. And like my hand doesn't feel good unless I have it. Like if I'm by myself watching TV and I don't have something in my hands, I can't focus. It's like an itch. How much coffee you drinking, sir? This is the end of the day. This is like 10 p.m. post coffee. I just have like a lot of energy just in me. Just wiggling all the time. No blocks. It's bugling time. See, I just love the value that the bugling gives you. Oh! Oh. I would like this. We're just going to do this just to make sure that our opponent has nothing of value left. How much pre-workout? I generally have like 2 cups of coffee before workout.
Lash out, or perhaps there is a peaceful solution.
Or perhaps there is a peaceful solution. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just have like a fixation on twirly twiddlies. You know, as they call it, twirly twiddlies. Dude, can I just say I'm so happy I'm playing Magic all week this week? I just have so much Magic that I wish to do. There is so much Magic that I'm in the mood to do. I think it's getting so close. Oh, yes. And that's when the real fun begins. Oh, ah. Draken. I just want to be up against red and white aggro, that's it. What deck we switching to first? My Homebrew 2-fish 2. My Naya Ramp. With that sweet primal Zakama Mama. Okay, this is an interesting set of cards to be having right now. Now, if Miscloaked Herald gets a Curious Obsession, this is generally when we're a little unhappy. We will be trying to Lava Coil it. Because this imposes a Spell Pierce. Yes, perfect. I may Ajani here for the plus-ups. Really depends a lot on what we get. Yeah, I'm going to do this first. I can't play the Wildgrowth Walker first because I literally don't have the mana. Okay. I think this is a tough matchup. I have not played it that much with this deck, honestly. I mean, that's enough for a Wizard's Retort, but I think we just do it.
Ours are lessons written in skin.
Yuppity duppity doo. So I mean, 2 of the Wizard's Retorts coming out that quickly is just not that uncommon. I think our only way out now is to draw exactly these types of cards. Great. Maybe we should get like a Jadelight Ranger and everything's fine. Yep, it's time to sit next to Dad. Yeah, come on. Come on, it's lap time. Lappy time. Alright, we can't attack, but at least we have some healing going. Yep. This is my cat. She is so sweet. She likes to step on me with feet that are pointy. Yes. Yes, Stream Cat. Ah, yes, everyone's favorite type of cat. It's a Stream Cat. Alright, I have to rotate my body sideways. Hurts a little bit. Hurts a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. This is about all I got. If there's a 3rd Wizard's Retort, that'll be so painful.
I am proud to fight by your side.
Healing.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice.
Heal.
Damn. You doing good? God, this cat is awesome. Pretty sure Draken's killed us. Oh, I forgot to block here. Whoops. I kind of feel like it may not have mattered, but maybe it mattered. I was busy giving this kid heads. Just look at this. Look at the little relaxed. Yes. I think this is actually a very good hand. Oh my god, that look at this, just feels unbelievable for this cat. This is some of the... Alright. Oh, are we done? Yeah. Yep, there was a noise. There's a noise. Could be a plane, a train, an automobile. Welcome to my knee. I love these pants. They're tight pants. They're stretchy tight pants. TNTV says, man, is watching kitty scritches incredibly soothing. It so is, man. There's a... I think we just do this first and accept that we don't necessarily need to. Play a Jadelight Ranger next turn. So, in this household, there was a little bit of a rearrangement of furniture. There was a drawer that used to be in the closet, a short, wide one that was pulled out, put back here, and then a much taller drawer was stuck into the closet. Now, Sheriff used to like to sleep on top of the long, wide drawer when it was in the closet. So now that it's just one big, tall drawer, there's a little blanket that's in there for Sheriff to sleep on. So Sheriff, she likes to get in the closet because it's dark, so she has a little blanket she packs in there. It's really great to do after the show. Like, when I turn the stream off, I'm going to wander over there to that little blanket, get down on my knees, like, crawl up in there. Sheriff's covering her little cute-ass eye. God, it's going to be so good. Can't syncopate. Can Essence Scatter. guess you can syncopate. Syncopate into big sweepy damagey spell would be good. Go ahead and hang on to that. God, and Sheriff just loves being pet, man. It's like ridiculous how much that cat is just into being petted. She's just rubbing the chin. Just rubbing her face against the chin. It's awesome. It's so good. And I think that's really what people want out of life, right? They want a button that you just press the button that goes, you won. And you're like, I like this button. This is a good button. That's what Sheriff is. She's the button where it's right here. You press right there and she just purrs saying, you won, you won, you won. She's purring so hard. Crazy pets. That's a very good one to have. Strobe 68 says so much healthier than cocaine too. If there's a counter spell that winds up in there, I can like Daredevil the syncopate and block against settle the wreckage. Oh my god, that's when a person is in a struggle bear mode.
You do not have to fight. You are capable of more than you assume.
Bum, 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 bum,
You know what? I'm not done yet.
You know what? I'm not done yet. I even make plans against Jessica, man. I just keep mashing and just like, bam, didn't work, keep going. Bam, didn't work, keep going. Bam, didn't work, keep going. You want to buy me Ixalan Lee? That's fine, dude. Give me that. Boop. All right. I will lend you my strength. Now, if a guy has to anticipate, then to fairy to be able to get an Ixalan's binding to be able to kill a Jadelight, we're probably in pretty good shape. I feel we're probably in pretty good shape. No Niv Mizzet. Maybe a Drake. When in doubt, Drake it out. Come on, Waffle, concede. Hit that get out button. A tap land. Untap it. I'm gonna have to use this for creatures if I do use it at all for that.
Look how far you have come.
Did I do it? Okay. Hello. I expect this will be countered. Yeah.
So it's going to be like that, huh?
Part of me thinks I should have swung at the Teferi. Part of me thinks, indeed, I should have. Because now our Catman gets gone, which I'm pretty sad about. Actually, no, I should have swung in there because we can always beat Jeskai with our -7. Always, always, always. Unless this guy's.
Hold that thought.
Then he's like Nexus of Fate. And this is where I just immediately stand up and run away from the computer. I just pull an Event Horizon and eject myself into 0 gravity without a suit.
I will fight on.
Okay, look at that. Kind of interesting. Beep. We might have it. I want a Carnage Tyrant.
Be strong.
Oh! Alright, we're getting sealed away. I feel like Python at all, I'm indifferent to it, Bitwise Wolf. Totally indifferent. C# I'm a fan of because I use it a lot. Oh, come on, camera. We're still on cat cam angle.
Slow down.
Is that really the one you want to do? I mean, I guess he's allowed to do that. I mean, doesn't that just scream to you like I don't have a way out? I'm hopeless. I'm sad.
You are capable of more than you assume.
All right, let's try to make this work, huh? A Niv Mizzet would suck. I really want my Dino Pal. Ah! My Catman, my Cat Dad. I want Cat Dad to activate. Chemistry's Insight. Oh, that's a good one. Desperately draw, desperately draw. There's another Teferi in the graveyard, by the way. Waffle is admirably hung on.
Keep up the pace.
If we get the -7 off, it's very hard to lose. We can obviously still lose Niv Mizzet. But I mean, it literally fixes everything for us. Farts.
Let's slow this down. Reverse.
Just put a Carnage Tyrant, like, right here. Now we're probably dead. I might just concede. Search for this counter. Gone through those Teferis without swinging in. Feels good. What? What? Oh, Ixalan's binding. Yeah. Yeah. I thought the other green guy was binded and the other one was sealed away, but I misremembered. When Niv lands, that's when frowns begin.
Let's skip to the good part.
might just tap out. See how our friends do. These things are just like, ah, there's no best of 3 implemented yet. Ah! I actually think that our opponent's deck is the one that tries to clone fight with fire and shoot us in the face for like 1 billion. I'm just like surfing Reddit right now. I got nothing going on. I got a light turn ahead of me. So I figured I'd just check out and just wait for the rest of the turn to resolve all its own. I also gotta get some delicious chicken to eat on tomorrow night. Alright. Get me out of this game! Ah! He fought valiantly, but that game was also very long. You can keep just waiting for variants to take us to Mythic. Variants our way up to the top. This is a hand right here. We got our Planeswalkers. The biggest problem with control decks in Magic the Gathering is that there's not best of 3. Once there's best of 3, I think it's totally great. Both playing as a control deck and playing against a control deck. Golgari, not Golgari, Dimir. How do I fare against Dimir? I think I'm like okay-ish. Depends on how our start goes. I much prefer my Naya deck against that. Alright, search for his contest. Pretty normal. Did I have a Daredevil in the grave last game? Plausibly. Let's keep that one in the library. I would like a nerd a turn against Invictus Sun. Because we didn't quite have enough mana to be able to Daredevil and Expansion Explosion in for lethal, and I think that was the only burn spell he had. Maybe there was a play where I Daredevil to get a counter spell, and then swing in for the last little bit of damage, and then I can win that way. Maybe that's it. Discovery's a good one, Invictus Sun. That doesn't interrupt our ability to slam down cards. Alright, it's bugling time. I refuse to do anything but bugle. Direfleet Daredevil? I actually don't think I want the Wildgrowth Walker because our health is not actually that important. I think just cycling through the deck's probably best for us right now. If I can get a Ajani, Adversary of Dimir's. Oh god, Installation Jers, I have a craving for bugles right now. God, I even planned to go get donuts on Saturday night and I didn't do it. Isn't that sad? Pathetic. You did what? Pathetic. Alright, see you later, Forest. Fadonk. This is really grand. I believe I definitely want to do It doesn't really matter which one comes down first, because I'll probably be discarding the Lava Coil, worst case scenario.
Do not fear. Deliver us.
So we expect next turn is going to be Ritual of Soot. That's what I think is a coming. We can Vivien Reid to blow up the Disinformation campaign, which is nice. Ooh, that's really, really, really nice. Hello.
Be strong.
Kind of would like to blow up the Search for Azcanta too. Like, Thought Erasure will get rid of Vivien Reid and then bounce. Oh, wow. Doesn't want the Thought Erasure. Probably wants something more like a Vraska's Contempt. I don't know if I want to branch... It might be better to Branchwalker instead of playing Vivien Reid immediately and blowing this up. We'll see what our opponent does. Because, I mean, like, well, I really just don't want to get Eldest Reborn. I mean, I would just sack Vivien, man. This is just actually such a great play, though. Don't really need that right now. God, I love making things huge. Woof!
I see in you.
Because, like, a Vraska's Contempt, yes, can go down on this. But then I Vivien Reid and start drawing for a Carny Boy. And this is already a lot of points of damage. And I mean, I will absolutely just -7 immediately. It's so hard for a lot of these control decks to deal with just like constant width. Especially Dimir. Actually, on last week a little bit. Oh, baby. I want to absolutely do this as my very first action.
I have summoned.
I played some Dimir for a little bit, and I just found it so hard if, like, any momentum was gained at all.
I won't lose more.
Get that one out of there right now.
Scala.
So now, Eldest Reborns literally will never deal damage to us. I bet you an Eldest Reborn just plops down right now, regardless. Hey, sup? We're gonna lose the Dire Fleet, friend. A sensible decision. Isn't that great? That our opponent doesn't have a Disinformation campaign to be able to replay. I don't even know what Invictus Sun can do now. Oh my god.
Meet my newest friend.
Well, I mean, okay. I guess a Clifftop Retreat. Hello. And it's countered. Aren't we glad we just destroyed that Disinformation campaign? Alright, 3 more baby cats. Yes! See, I just love this feeling of, like, you play a bunch of creatures, you start to get momentum, and then they have to spend all of their mana to try to eliminate the creatures. And this means that all the while we're building up more and more loyalty on Ajani. Which then, by extension, means that the board is building more and more scarce. I have to use another ritual. So, okay, cool. We get her for one more turn. Go.
The wilds are my shield.
Boom. I think we're just going to seek and see right now. Go ahead and play one more after this. One more, just to make sure we can get back to we made no progress today. Just so we can get back to that. Vraska's content to go on this. Gosh, I love making little tokens like that. I love it so much. That doesn't do it. Our opponent's dead on board. I don't know what I'm doing.
That would break someone like you.
Let's get a Rootbound Crag. God, I love summoning infinite little cat babies, man. Look at these little sheriff and despies going at it. Look at these ladies. God, it feels so good. It feels so good to have just like a slightly weird off-meta deck. Not all that weird. It's still running a bunch of powerhouse cards. God, it's just doing great. Bing, bong, bang, bang, blow. Kaboom. I love that we got an Ajani victory. Like, I really am obsessed with that. Alright, last game of the day. And then we're going to be going live in a little bit. 1 p.m. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. I think I'm mulliganing that because they're both untapped lands. God, that's such a better opening hand. No. Did you see how disgustingly good that is? Boink. What? I'm embarrassed. Je suis embarrassé. I'm embarrassed. I'll admit it. I'm an embarrassed guy. More embarrassed than I even thought was possible. I'm gonna have to pay two. I'm gonna have to pay 2 life. I mean, I'm gonna heal for 6, but I still can't believe I did that. Search for his content. Yeah, get into the bin, Raul. Is it Viceroy? Oh, it's a Grixis. Hey. Chucking that one down. Pay 2 life. Definitely going to be hunting as hard as we can for land. I think that is not useful for us. Getting Tristani out to remove the disinformation campaign will be very good. Cast down. Cast down goes away. That says to me I have a big old pile of Ritual of Soot. No. So we're going to have to prepare to discard something. I'm going to play this one first. It's probably going to be this forest. Plausibly. Depends on what we draw. Alright, cool. It's fine. Alright, if our opponent is just digging with this information campaign, that could bode very well for us. So this is one of these, like, essential turns for our Grixis opponent. Like, our Grixie friend really badly needs to Ritual of Soot here. So this actually looks a lot more like the Chemister's Insight. And I think that Ajani is maybe a little more threatening. This is tricky. So when we're playing out this, this says to me I have a Chemister's Insight up. So do we just go to maximize damage? I think I still like Ajani the best. We have this to discard. This could be countered as well, which is totally fine.
I will not be moved.
Okay, so now there's no draws, so there's probably going to be a disinformation campaign next turn. We'll chuck this, and we'll plan on Trostani to blow up the thing. I think I don't understand what our opponent's doing right now. So I think there's no Sinister Sabotage in hand. Okay, so there should be a Sinister Sabotage in hand. So we super duper want to do this first. Oh, that's such a good outcome for us. Oh, it feels so good. So, I mean, this has got to be digging for something big. Yes! Oh, it feels good. Alright, okay, I'll play one more game. I swear to God, I love this deck so much. It is so fun. Last game, last game. You know, let's just pair up against... Let's just pair up against some aggro red deck. Some aggro white deck. Oh my God, Lethias, happy. Nearly 60 months. It's almost 5 years here with the Day Knights. 5 years. That's a hand, my friends. Wowie zowie. It's all because of that sick mulligan. Thank you. Keep reinforcing it to me. Oh my God! Dude, I just want to be up against Boros decks all day. Ones that don't run Lava Coil, to be very clear. Only it's like Plains Adanto Vanguard. He's a Jess guy, oh my God. Alright, so our play here is just to deal as much pain as we can. As soon as humanly possible. Like, Sigfrulino is already in the position where this kind of has to be exclusively settle the wreckage. Or seal away. Jesus, that's all for my Jadelight. So this looks like a seal away, but I think that's okay. Whoa! I mean, this is still pretty gross, man. Okay, so this is enough for seal, whatever the heck it's called. So we play Aurelia first. Play the Temple Garden. Alright. So if it's a settle or if it's a seal, great. Our weak boys. Oh yeah, we're taking that action. So far so good. So now Deafening Clarion doesn't help. Even cloned Deafening Clarion doesn't help. This is actually why I don't like Settle the Wreckage. I much prefer Cleansing Novas. I'm gonna hit lethal. I'm gonna do it, by God, with just this little guy. Here's a question. Do you think this man would run 2 Settle the Wreckages? Alright, one more game. One more. We'll play till we lose, alright? We might just hit. Dude, I'm telling you, when this deck works, it works. This is how I went on this just crazy win streak. Last one. Last one. Mythic or loss? So we got at most 2 more games. His hand's alright. Hand's alright. We got all the land that we need. We have double sources of every color. We have some of my favorite cards. So we're hoping we're up against an aggro deck. We're hoping. We're hoping that it is. We're hoping it's an aggro deck. Aish. This is a pretty disgusting run out anyways. Thought Erasure. Wow. Like, all my hand is so good right now. Probably the Jadelight Ranger, if I were to estimate. Grixis is always so weird, because I always feel like Grixis is decided in the first 4 turns. It's very telling. The Ajani's gone. Wow. Probably just gonna play another. So Ortiz did not take a Syncopate, so I believe that Ortiz has a counterspell. So this would be my estimation. So I'm just gonna Clifftop Retreat first, and then Jadelight Ranger, because I want my opponent to have to spend all the mana for a Syncopate, if there is a Syncopate in there. Okay. It appears we have read our opponent correctly. Alright, if there's another Syncopate in there, then, you know, he just got us. 3 Syncopates in his construction is pretty remarkable. Okay. This is a little bit more like what we expected. Perfect. The dude with no land? My kind of dude. Let's bugle our way. Let's just bugle into a bugle, you know what I mean? Carnage Tyrant's also fine. Just the value that you can get out of these things. Alright, branch walking time. Meltorfoss says that stuff you talked about the other day, making sure to spend some time each day alone and think and check in with yourself, is really helpful. My chronic illness has been kicking my butt lately. Making time to check in with myself each day helps me feel more constructive and in control. I am just so thrilled to hear that. I'm super duper thrilled to hear that. Super thrilled to hear that. Yeah, I love the idea of just being alone with yourself, just chilling. Having just you time. That's it. Because, like, I got a lot of friends that I like to call on the phone. I shouldn't say a lot, but, like, if there's people you want to talk to on a weekly basis, you want to call them on the phone, you hit 4 or 5 people, and all of a sudden, all your time's getting eaten up. And I adore my friends so much, and I want to talk to them a whole lot, but a lot of times I find that, like, it's so important for me to be able to just spend the time by myself and just be like, okay. Alright, all we're doing is just thinking. We're just listening to some nice loud music. Just listening to some nice loud music. Thinking. It's so good to be alone with my own thoughts. I love being alone with my own thoughts, man. One more. This is the last game. We either lose this and we see tomorrow to hit Mythic, or we just hit Mythic right now. God, I'm so excited to introduce this ladder. It's so fun to have something to climb up. Climb up and climb down. Mythic Monday, says Little Bobby Tables. Could be Mythic Monday. Look at this. Gideon Jura. A lot of shock lands, but I like to be a shocking person. Let's just get One white mana out there, right? Just go white mana. Plains. Plains. Mono red, just as fine. Mono red, just as fine. I'd love mono red. Mono red Monday. Oh! Yes! I think it's Jadelight Ranger time. No, I should have Militia Buglered. I messed up. I made a mistake. I should have Buglered to get a Wildgrowth Walker. And then I could have prepared a turn a little bit later. Yeah. Deserved. Deserved. Totally deserved it. Now, the best draw would be Aurelia in this spot. I think I do this, even though we can't really do anything with it right now, because I believe that our opponent will waste some burn on it. That's what we should have done. That's what we should have done. Now, we could just get stupidly lucky. Somewhere in there. Doing your best. Going down. This is a very nice one. Alright. Imagine if this turn was Wildgrowth Walker, Bugler. Oh, or Wildgrowth Walker, Jadelight. It's actually plausible our opponent could have just blown it up with another burn spell. This is a very good draw. Single block this. Actually, if this swings, I might not. This is a tricky spot. Five mounds is a lot. A lot of mountains to be up against a Malissimo. I actually feel like that's got to be a handful of burn, right? It's got to be. Swings with both. I'll probably triple block the Viashino Pyromancer. I want to heal. Let's make it a Mythic Monday. I know you want it. I know you want it. You want it bad. I can tell. Oof. So if I swing with both of these, we actually have to do this. I know one's going to get blocked with first strike and the other's going to get blocked here, but we have to heal. We must. We are in the position where we must heal you. Alright, that's great. Our opponent just threw a thing away. That's tight. Now we have a little bit of leeway. Not a lot of leeway, but like a little bit. Like a little teensy bit of leeway. Like a little tiny teensy weensy bit of leeway. I don't feel good about this. Pretty sure we'll lose. Yeah, I think our opponent got us. I think this is going to be swing, burn, burn. I mean, it's just we're just immediately going to get unloaded on in the face at the end of turn. It's just going to be like Wizard's Lightning and then another burn spell. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Too bad. Well, I'm going to go hit Mythic tomorrow because I got to go eat. And I'm out of chicken.